Hey guys, it's me Chandrigan and today I want to do some fun discussion and this time it's about Hu Tao. As we know that Hu Tao second rerun will come soon and I believe this is over a year since her last rerun which is pretty long and a lot of people that don't have her or miss her, it's kinda like hype about her and I understand why because she's basically very kind of popular character in terms of art and in terms even of power she's already considered meta because her power actually very strong. But based on my experience, if you kind of person that only care about value or kind of to become efficient with the character, she may be not necessary though for you because she's kind of special case. Yes, she is very strong. She is considered even meta and usually meta in terms of efficiency it will fall into category into mass pool, but she is not though honestly in terms of my standard or my honest opinion though. So that's why I say she is special case and here's why. Take notes, this video will not applicable for those people that really like the character or the person like kinda want to pull whatever character that they like because this video is main aim or main target is the one the player that care about the value, the one that want to become very efficient, the one like kinda free to play player that want to become very be careful with their primo gem savings. So first point is if you have enough DPS in my standard around 3 or 4 or already consider a lot of DPS more than 4 even, and I would say the necessary to pull Hu Tao is become lesser and lesser. It is because even though Hu Tao is one of the strongest that you want to substitute some of your main DPS that potential can be better. I mean at the best it can be improved only like around 10%. So let's say in your main DPS right now you have is like let's say Ganyu, you pull like you play after Hu Tao banner, right? So maybe you pull Ganyu that time, you pull Ayato, you pull Raiden, and then you pull Wanderer. So you have 4 main DPS, right? And you find like either your Wanderer or your Ayato is not that strong, and you want to find like, oh, maybe if I pull Hu Tao, you think it will become stronger and I can finish the Abyss easily. And I also say in that case, that's a very bad decision if you kind of want to become efficient. It is because like there's two reasons. First, you can do in the very easy way like free way because most of the people that I found like why their team is cannot finish abyss or hardly to finish abyss and they most of them kinda only put all the investment into main DPS and they forgot to invest into their sub DPS. I found some of the people like let's say Raiden National, one of the strongest meta team that I would say almost every time can finish every abyss, but some of them cannot even finish with using Raiden National. It's why? It is because their Xingqiu and Xiangling is not built that well. If they build that well their Xingqiu and Xiangling, it's actually another like outfield DPS improvement though. So that means your passive damage is increased by a lot though. So you don't really have to rely like 100% in your Raiden. So because of that, it just makes it a lot easier though. And that's come from what though? Just improve your level. So you can improve your talents to become level 9. Don't need even like crown, but if you want then that's okay. And just find a better artifacts then. So that's about time. And you can even do that for free. And another thing that is bad that if you already have that a lot of kind of main DPS and then you decide to pull Hu Tao just because to improve your spiral abyss, then the rest of your main DPS that you already pull, like let's say Ayato and Wanderer, then you will bench them, either one of them, right? So that means you waste one of the character you already want to pull, and if you're free to play and want to become efficient, you just yeah, congrats, you just waste your primos then I feel so bad because in my case because I pull a lot of character. I would say honestly, every abyss or every time I play the game, I cannot use every man all the main DPS though because I will end up benching them. So sometimes in abyss, I didn't use Xiao that time. Sometimes I didn't use Yula. Sometimes I didn't use Sino. So end up like I waste half of that main DPS. It's very different keys that like kind of sub DPS thingy like Kokomi or Nahida, Yelan, Kazo, whatever. I use them every abyss. That's because of that main DPS in terms of value. If you already have a lot of them, it's decreasing a lot, and that also work for Hu Tao itself though. That's why my another suggestion is that pull for sub DPS to fix your main DPS. And most of the time, usually support or sub DPS, they're really versatile and very useful. So it's very hard for us to abandon or even bench them up though, because they're usually very useful in terms of world, even spiral abyss though. So you will end up not waste anything though. So let's say you want to fix your Ayato, and then you decide to pull for Kazuha, then in the end you will not waste anything. You still use your Ayato, and then you will always use your Kazuha because both of them can synergize and no one will kinda bench. Imagine you put like Ayato and then you pull Hutao. That means you will abandon your Ayato, then you will use Hutao instead, right? So your Ayato get wasted. So that's quite sad. And second point is Hutao is pure on-field character, and the weakness about pure on-field character is that usually they are less flexible, and because of that their value is kinda less also. And I will just give you example. Usually, if we want to build a pure on-field character, is we find a support or sub DPS that can match with the main DPS itself. So for example, Hutao, the best one is if you want to place in Vaporize, we find the character what the best for Hutao and Vaporize. That means it's Xingqiu or Yelan only, right? And let's say for the Shielder, Zhongli, and then if you want neither Geo, probably Albedo, and then other than that, if you want in Overload, kinda Fischl and Beidou. But other than that, there's some of them, but it's not really synergized very well and turn out to be even not so great. But if you compare into like sub DPS kinda Shincho, Nahida, Kazuha, they pretty much can mix and match between each other. Even you can pair like all of them in very random way and they can still work very well though. Even without main DPS, even those sub DPS like Shincho, Xiangling, Nahida, they can still stand by themselves, finish it though. I can give you like one of the example that don't consist any main DPS. Let's say Nahida, Shinsho, and Xiangling and Kuki Shinobu. They can work very well without main DPS there and can finish a beast without any problem though. Because of that, if you think again, if you pull for Hutao, that at the best she can only kind of fit like 4 or 5 teams. But let's say if you pull kind of like let's say Kazu or Nahida, they can pretty much can fit with maybe 10 or even 20 teams though. If you think again like in terms of value, which one that give you more value though? 100% is Kazuo or Nahida, right? So because of that, yeah, it's not saying like Hutao is bad. It's just like if you want to be more efficient, then yeah, of course your choices is better is to go with always like sub DPS type or the one that have flexibility or wide range of kinda compatibility like Nahida, Kazuha, Raiden, or something like that. And the last point is it suitable with your playstyle? Because I think this is actually very important, even though Huto is very strong with no doubt. But if you cannot enjoy the gameplay, and what's the point you play the game if you don't enjoy yourself though? So make sure if you pull the character, you also enjoy the playstyle. If you don't like it, although they're pretty strong, can finish everything, but you didn't find it's kind of fun or you didn't enjoy, that's not the point of playing game, right? And I just want to remind you that Hutao is such of the character that the gimmick is you're playing with the low HP most of the time. So if you're kinda scared with playing with the low HP, then you should consider though. But for me it's no problem. And also if you kinda want to play her in C0, you have to take notes. If you want to be efficient, you need to do jump cancel. And some other people say it's a little bit clunky. For me it's not really. So if you feel kinda don't like those such of things or you cannot enjoy Hutao gameplay in general, so don't force yourself though. There's a lot of alternative way that I say you can fix your team, you can fix your main DPS by just find a synergy team, something like that. So yeah, don't force yourself if you find that you don't enjoy the playstyle. But my suggestion is if you're beginner or early a player that just play Genshin Impact probably maybe only 1 month, then I also say Hutao still a very recommended character for you to go because basically Hutao helped me very a lot when I'm very in the early game. They're helping a lot with me in the Ascension quest that I find is actually very hard that time, and Spiral Abyss in the very early beginning Hutao carry me a lot. So yeah, if you're still kind of early player, beginner that don't have a lot of 5 star, then I think this is actually a very good opportunity for you to pull though. That's only my tips. So yeah, pretty much that's it for today's video. And for those Hutao main or Hutao fans that really kinda hate me when I say this, I would say I don't hate Hutao, okay? I just say in terms of point of view, if you want to be very kinda efficient or kinda free to play that want to be careful with the primo gems, because I really like Hutao. I already level 90 Hutao with talents 999 though. So yeah, that's one of my proof that I really like Hutao. Just like I want to share like my experience. So yeah, if you find this video is helpful, feel free to hit the subscribe button and like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.